video is being filmed in the wind, so that means it's going to be the audio is going to be bad. We're going to talk about some great information today, and we're in a place called Cottleville, and this is right next to my house. And I would love more than anything to dispel this horrific, understanding of St. Louis as a area to live or whatever, or crime infested. By starting this video out here in Cottleville, this is literally right down the street from where I live. And it's absolutely amazing here. There's no crime. I just left my house. I didn't even lock the doors. St. Louis, as you are coming to St. Louis today, or tomorrow, or the next day, for the Hauntworld show, is a great place to live, actually. And we have one of the coolest places you've ever seen. It's called St. Charles Main Street. We have all of these great places. The problem is, no one in St. Louis lives in the city. That's the problem. But this place is absolutely great, and we're going on a walk today. And up there is Patty, who's now the main salesperson for Fear Ticket. By the way, they just built this. There's going to be weddings. There's a little ice cream shop, and there's a wedding venue down there, really cute. But this is called Cottleville. There's a couple other places like this in the St. Louis area. Another one's called Kinswick. It's Old River Town. And then in St. Charles, not far from the airport, is a place called St. Charles Main Street, which is like absolutely amazing. It's over a mile or 2 miles long of old river buildings and shops and restaurants and bars and restaurants, and right across from street from that is a place called St. Charles, Streets of St. Charles, which has hotels, condos. It has probably the world's biggest pickleball arena, AMC theaters, blah, 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 blah. The point is, St. Louis is absolutely fantastic. We have one of the world's best botanical gardens. We have one of the world's best zoos, and it's actually free. So if you're in St. Louis, you should go over there and check it out. It's just, like any place, cities in the Midwest are kind of run down. And, it is what it is. Potholes in the streets, whatever. But there is no potholes out here. But today, we want to talk about the fact that everybody's going to be here in St. Louis for Hauntworld. And we're continuing our daily vlogs talking about how to help your business make more money. And we already touched on this subject before, but today is a little different because I have two people who are going to help you understand how to make more money. And we're not talking about a little bit, we're talking about a lot more money with your ticketing. Okay, now of course we're going to be shilling, see, I can admit that, shilling Fear Ticket. But you have to understand something. Fear Ticket was created, it was really started by me, if honestly. Now, I didn't create it, and I don't own it, just so we're on the same page. But I can tell you why I wanted to start Fear Ticket. I wanted to start Fear Ticket because I thought the ticketing companies were ripping us off, and then every time I wanted new features that I thought would help me make more money selling tickets online, they wouldn't add them. So when we created Hauntworld and a very, very sophisticated back end, I went to the people who helped me with that, and I said, could you make a ticketing program? And they said, well, absolutely. So literally, I was the first person to use it. But the reason why Fear Ticket is so great is because all the input for it has come strictly from myself and other people who own haunted houses. Now check this place out over here. This is absolutely insane over here, and it looks awesome at nighttime too. This is one of these food truck places, and they just built this. Oh, you want to walk across the street? Yeah, this place is absolutely sick. And they'll show like sports, and you come out here and you hang out with your friends and family, and look at that little old place over there. But down there's a really cool wedding place. But look how beautiful this is, and food trucks will line up all here. There's cute little town. Okay, everything's fantastic. People bring their dogs and so on and so forth. But getting back to what I was saying, was Fear Ticket was created, it was initiated by me, of course, because I was tired of not being able to get the features that I wanted. But the reason why Fear Ticket is the best app in the haunted attraction industry is because every time we would try to convince somebody to use it, they would say, well, I can't use it because there's one feature that another ticketing company has that you don't have. So we added it. Okay. And the people who use it have direct connection with the actual owners of Fear Ticket and tell them, and look how beautiful this place is. And every time they want a feature, they get it. It's literally a phone call away. You say, you have a good idea? It can be added. You know why? Because the company that created Fear Ticket, they have over 100 programmers in India. They work for clients like American Express. They're cloud programmers. And they have 100 of them. And this is all they do is programming. So check that out. Isn't that cool? And all they do is programming. So every time that I've actually come to them with an idea, they added it. But I am not the only one by far that has suggested features for Fear Ticket and they got added. And I'm going to be really specific. There's one in particular, the Georgetown Morgue, and he complained, like everybody, that if somebody wants to upgrade their ticket, you got to send them back to the ticket booth. Meaning they've already bought their ticket, so now they all of a sudden want to upgrade. They don't want to wait in line. So you got to send them back to the ticket booth. And we're going to walk across the street over here. And he said it would be great if they could scan a barcode and literally upgrade on the spot. So the people that own Fear Ticket did that feature. That guy printed that barcode on a t-shirt, and on his busy nights he walked around in the line and told people, if you want to get out of line, just scan my shirt. It pulled up their Fear Ticket, they upgraded, they went right to the speed pass line. Now this feature alone made, according to him, over $300,000. It literally made him $300,000. So Fear Ticket is cheaper than all the other companies, but it's better because it has more features. It has more features by far. In fact, we're adding a feature right now where you can sell sponsorships. So like when you go to Ticketmaster and you are trying to check out, it always gives you promotional offers, right, when you buy the ticket. So we're incorporating that into Fear Ticket now so that your ticketing could be paid for by a sponsor. Like, hey, they've gone through the checkout and you could offer a promo code to be texted to the person who bought the ticket for like a free Subway sandwich, for example. So we're adding that. When you sign up for Fear Ticket, you're in the driver's seat because you literally can come to myself, you could go to Patty, or you could go directly to the people who run Fear Ticket and suggest an idea, and it can be added. Sometimes it can be added within a day or two. I'll give you an example. Tony Wogamuth loved Spooky Woods. He loved the feature of the upgrade. He said, I didn't know about this until after the season, that if you buy a time ticket and the ticket time is expired, that the system wouldn't let them upgrade. We're like, oh, wow, that's interesting. So you want to be able to sell a ticket after a ticket is expired, but not scanned. That's just some coding changes. So it was immediately fixed per Tony Wogamuth. So what I'm going to do today, and trust me when I tell you, because Transworld's coming up, go to the Fear Ticket booth, get a demo, and learn more about Fear Ticket, because it can change your business. If through Fear Ticket you paid less for ticketing, and like with Fair Harbor, for example, or I believe HauntPay, they charge your customers these service fees, and then they claim that you pay nothing. Well, that's not true, because if you were using us, Fear Ticket, you would be able to charge the service fee and keep the money. Does that make sense? We got a guy over here on a motorcycle. Look at that, there's a nice little park over there. We got some volleyball, some basketball. And we got this little trail over here that we're gonna walk through. So I want to get these guys in here. I want to ask some questions. And the gist is at the end of the day, pay attention to all the videos that I've done. Everyone has been to help you make more money. Whether growing your social media or doing your digital marketing yourself, you do your digital marketing yourself, you save thousands of dollars. You want to build escape rooms, you want to get your escape room facility done, think about it. You use Fear Ticket, you make more money selling tickets, you pay less, you learn to do your digital marketing yourself, you don't pay fees. You start adding this up, you can open a new business. This is what haunters need to understand. Put the business first. Put the economics first, and you will be able to really grow this business exponentially. Look at this place over here. It's like an old cabin. It's pretty cool. Now, this is a dog park over here. You're probably wondering, what do I want to see a dog park for? But anyway, the show's in a couple days, so we're going to introduce here, if I can get their attention, Patty and Prexit.
Hello.
So
Hello.
Prexit, a lot of people, and by the way, Prexit's staying at our house, right? And you like America, right?
Yeah, of course.
Now, Prexit, I have to ask you, just really fast, okay? How is it that you're able to add all the features that Fear Ticket literally has now a reputation with people who use it, that any feature you want, you get?
You get, yeah.
But the other ticketing companies don't do that.
Yeah.
What is the difference that you're able to do that and none of the other companies can?
Actually, the point is that, we have a bunch of developers over there in the backend who are just keep adding new features over there by having the inputs from the users. And if we found that this feature may help to the others as well, so we'll just think of it. We'll do some feasibility study that how quickly and how it will work for the others as well. So based on that, we'll just going to build that feature and we make it available for not only the person who has raised that request, but to all the people who are using the Fear Ticket.
So in other words, you're saying that one person brings in a cool idea,
Yeah.
everybody benefits.
Can benefit. Yeah.
And anybody who uses Fear Ticket, you welcome any of them to make suggestions.
Suggestions, yeah, that's true. That's true.
You don't think your system is, the best that it could be,
Yeah.
okay, without suggestions from the user.
Of course. And even if the suggestions is really good, it gives the Fear Ticket as well as the people who are using Fear Tickets, we are allowed to implement it. And this is how we make it even better and better and better day by day.
Now, one of the things, Patty, and you can back this up here, one of the things, this is how much they care, right? Because the system's been questioned because, a lot of the people are in India and they're worried about that. Okay, what did you do, Prexit? What did Naren, the owner of the company, have you do this October? He had you come to the United States and visit haunted houses.
Yeah, I have visited haunted houses, especially the ladies, haunted houses, the darkness. I saw that how actually people are using, especially, because in the darkness or maybe in a creepy world, like mass of people are right up there at the gate and people are scanning a ticket. It was like, the way big line and the Fear Ticket system, the scanning system basically, if I'm talking about, so that system is working like that quick. It's like lightning fast scanning over there. People can just come and show the ticket, whether it is a printed ticket or maybe they bring the ticket in the phone, and it just quickly scan the ticket and they let them go in. So this is how you can manage the mass crowd, and this is how the actual people who are working for you get the benefit of managing the crowd and all that.
But the point that I was trying to make is that you guys care. And Naren said, since you're like the head guy talking to the haunts, right? And so you can introduce yourself, by the way, since a lot of people have never met you.
Okay, so I'm Parikshit. Basically, I'm taking care of entire product management. I'm taking the inputs from the user. I'm just giving the support as well sometimes, because I'm just a fingertip away for the people who are really need anything for the fear ticket in terms of help, in terms of suggestions or something. And I'm also taking care of the technical implementation. So basically, I'm managing the system as a whole. So this is what I'm doing.
And you were sent here to the United States, even though Fear Ticket has been rolling out for 5-6 years. We've had it now.
Yeah.
You were sent here to the United States to learn more about haunted houses.
Of course, yeah. So basically, I am serving, being a product head of the Fear Ticket, I am serving this industry as, let's say, like 6 or 7 years. And I even want to explore more. I just want to, understand the industry quite nearer, like how the actually people are working, what are the basic needs of the ticketing, what are the specific requirements for this particular industry. So this is what I just want to know, and I want to feel. So based on that, I'm just exploring the things and try to make it available for the people. So yeah, this is what I'm here, just looking for the system to experience the actual haunted house.
And by the way, in talking to Naren, I want to say to everybody this, okay? Naren, who you could meet if you go to the show, you can meet Naren. He actually called me like a month ago, right?
Yeah.
And he said, Larry, do you have any other ideas that you think we could make for the haunted house industry? I said, let me think about that. And I came up with a few. We're not going to talk about them right here. And I talked to him at length. He said, yeah, we could make that. I'm like, well, could that be incorporated into Fear Ticket? Well, it's exciting news coming down the road. Okay, but little bits and pieces can be added to the system that could replace the fact that you need multiple other systems. For example, placing your Facebook ads through the app.
Yeah.
All kinds of things. Okay, that's just a little teaser.
Yeah.
Okay, and these guys can make it.
Yeah, we are making it, and we are keep getting the inputs as well. So this year, like before the haunted house Halloween season, you will find a whole bunch of features in the Fear Ticket, because there are several suggestions we are working on right now, and yes, you will definitely get the benefit.
Now, typically, how long does it take you guys to from an idea that you think, oh yeah, that would be a great addition to Fear Ticket? How long does it usually take you to get it implemented?
Usually, for the feasibility study, it takes like 5 to 10 days, because we need to see that how things works, okay, and what are the challenges technically, and these all things, it takes like 10 days, and based on that, how complicated that feature is to implement, so that it is give the benefits to the people who is supposed to use it, and it will not affect to the existing people as well who do not want to use it. So basically, it's like quite, I can say that this is something we need to see that it should work and it should add the value to the system, but it not just ruin the experience of yours. So this is the really big challenge of us, and based on that, we are implementing these things.
And by the way, you're so now you have the high tech, so you can do ticketing for other types of events as well.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have that label of Fear Tickets. So let's say you have a concert venue. You don't want to say go to stlouisconcerts.fearticket.com.
Yeah.
So there's that element as well. But you're so into this that you're actually considering moving to the United States. Is that right?
Yeah, actually, I'm often, I'm sometimes live in Chicago, sometimes living in St. Louis with the Patty and Larry, and so I am there. But I am also looking forward to move over here in the United States for a long time, for maybe permanently, so that I can even so better than what I am doing right now. And I'm sure the people who are using high techs or a Fear Ticket, they love the supports and the way we are served them. So yeah, the people who really do not using the system right now can give it one try at least, to experience the system. I'm saying that you will love the system. Yeah.
And save a lot of money.
Yeah, save the.
now, Patty, what is your role here now? Because what is your role here with Fear Ticket?
I am newly hired on. I mean, everybody's seen me in the past help out with trade show support throughout the years at Transworld or IAPA or whatever. But I am now newly hired on as the regular full-time salesperson to increase business for U.S. and Canada.
And the only salesperson.
Yeah. So when you were asking them, what's the difference and how are we able to, do all this on the technical side? Well, it's because our focus is on the system, which is where the focus should always be. Our focus is, we don't have 75 sales reps, we have 75 cloud programmer tech people making sure that the system's never going to crash. I know a lot of haunters experienced an issue, I'm not going to name names, with another ticketing company last October.
And that wasn't the first time on that one.
No. But I'm just saying, we are focused on what needs to be focused on for a product like this. And if anybody's concerned about, how is our data stored, or how do we know it's never going to crash? Just knowing that our sales model is not upside down like some of these other companies where they've got 75 sales reps and a small handful of programmers. We have 75 programmers and a small handful of sales reps. We have
with
other
no
sales
contracts.
With no contract.
Explain why you don't have a contract.
Yeah.
The other ticketing companies are trying to rope people in for no reason. 3-year, 2-year. Yeah, explain it, Patty. Why is there no contract for a fear ticket?
We know we have the best product. We know that once you use us
the best price.
at the best price,
Yeah.
and once you use us, you're not going to want to ever leave. So why would I want to lock somebody in? I don't want to lock people in. I want people. I'm a big believer in, I can't sell anything. I'm a good salesperson only if I have a product that I can stand behind and trust. And so because we're able to stand behind and trust our product that we're offering so great, we don't have to lock people in under a contract.
Oh, and by the way, Patty, my ADD is kicking in. You see that beautiful little pond and that little bridge? It's so cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
And down there, nice little river. We're wonky next to a river, and this is just a cute little, Patty, because I started.
call it a river, I call it a
stream. But either way, there's fish in it because we've seen them.
Yeah.
But I started the whole video talking about, like, people label St. Louis. It's like they got to get away from downtown, and there's all kinds of beautiful areas.
Well, we've got 3 major bodies of water. We've got obviously the Mississippi, the Missouri, and the Merrimack River. All here. There's so much to do.
People do a lot of boating on Missouri.
Boating, camping, fishing.
And the Ozarks are close.
We've got a lot of caves. Obviously, the Lemburies and the Lembury Haunted Houses.
And by the way, there's a video coming up about that.
That's in the Cherokee Caves, but we have a lot of caves as well, all throughout Missouri, not just in the city of St. Louis, but all throughout. Missouri is a beautiful state.
And probably the biggest lake in the United States.
Oh yeah, biggest lake with the Lake of the Ozarks, absolutely. We also have Mark Twain Lake, which is another large man-made lake too. But
getting back to the subject here, okay, because
not that I want any of these haunt owners to come to Missouri.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that.
To compete against.
You can go to Kansas City though. But anyway, the one of the things I wanted to ask about is, Patty, explain how, and this has to be explained, because I've talked to a lot of people about ticketing, and they'll talk about Haunt Pay or Fair Harbor, and they'll say, well, we're not paying anything, it's free. Okay, we're getting ticketing free.
Everybody knows nothing's free. Come on. Why are people still saying that? They know it's not true. Even when they spew it out of their mouth, they know it's not true. When a company is taking anywhere between 10 and 15% of your business and calling it free because they're passing it on to your customers, that's not free. That is a business partner, if anything. They're taking a percentage of your business. So at Fear Ticket, we believe that a booking fee is added revenue, is your added revenue potential. So, for example, at the Darkness in 2023, what did we charge? $3.29 per ticket?
It was like $2 basically. We did over $100,000 in revenue.
Revenue, right? But I'm saying your the only fees that going out to Fear Ticket is a 50-cent fee per ticket. And then obviously there's credit card standard processing fees, and it's 2.99%. But out of a $35 ticket, maybe $1.90, $2 of that's going out the window. So if you want to charge the same amount, a 10% booking fee, like say, your
transaction
pay
fee
might be charging, you can continue to charge that, and then you're going to make the leftover. I did a workup for somebody just a couple days ago, showing them that for every 30,000 tickets they sell, they could be profiting $50,000 if they were to charge the exact same amount their current ticketing company was charging, but they get to keep the residual.
Now, I have to ask you, I want to ask you 2 more questions, because my camera, this is a no edit video, meaning like when the battery dies, the video ends. That's how I've been doing a lot of videos. I have 2 important questions I want to get answered.
People actually watch you to the end?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. I tell people that last year I had no chargebacks. And chargebacks is a huge, huge problem. Prexit, tell me why I had no chargebacks or very little chargebacks, and talk about the security and fear ticket that helps with that.
Well, yeah, actually the chargeback is the biggest problem while you are selling tickets online. And first and foremost, if somebody says that you will get the 0 chargeback, he's lying. You will never get rid of the chargeback. But what the best thing with the high-tech payment, basically we have an inline payment processor called high-tech payment. So with the high-tech payment, we have there is a radar or kind of machine learning program which process millions of transactions taking place every day, and based on that, whatever among those all transactions, whatever the transactions marked as the chargeback or maybe fraudulent, so our system easily learn that, and if any transactions of such transactions taking place for your event, you will immediately get notified that this is something like fraudulent transactions if the risk is low. If the risk is high, then that transaction will not going to take place, it will simply avoid, so you will even not get the notification, but system will basically deny. So this is how the machine learning programs help you to prevent the chargeback, and it will minimize the ratio. But another thing with the high-tech payment is that it will minimize the the chargeback. But even if you are getting the chargeback, then our system gives you like 50 to 70% chargeback winning ratio because of all these systems like the chargeback evidence program and these all things. So this is how fear ticket high-tech payment is basically gives you a little bit of upper hand in terms of winning the chargeback, or using the system and giving the security of online transactions.
Now, I just want to say this, and then I'm going to ask Patty a question that's very important. Patty, to her credit, I know that everybody thinks I'm the genius and the brains of the operation. I'm not. I'm actually the dumbest person that works here. Patty, and I'm going to take credit for this, but I'm actually going to pretend like she told me this, because she did. But Patty came to me one day and she said, because she was the one who defended all the chargebacks, right, Patty?
Yeah, but this was years ago. I know what story you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is years ago.
I know. And she came to me and she said, you know what I'm noticing? That the mass majority of chargebacks come from American Express, but only a handful of the transactions are used with American Express. In other words, and I'm making this up, I don't have the stats, but it was something like 90% use Visa, okay? 10% use American Express, but over 50% of the chargebacks were from the 10% that bought the tickets with American Express. Was it higher than?
Yeah, it's probably higher than 50.
It was higher than 50. So she said we shouldn't take American Express. Now you have to think, anybody who has an American Express card has a Visa card.
I didn't say we shouldn't. I said we are no longer accepting.
Okay, we are no longer.
Online. We're
So
cutting it off.
we don't take
If they
American
would like
Express.
if they would like to use American Express, they can email me. I can email them back. We can get a phone call. We can do the transaction over the phone. They can come to the box office window. We can have them sign the iPad. I will accept it in other forms, but I will not accept it as an automatic transaction.
And then what happened with the amount of chargebacks?
Went right back down.
It went down to like virtually, not zero, but it
These
went.
are the type of things, because I'm not just a salesperson for a ticketing company, but I'm also a customer. These are the type of things that I can assist you with as a customer coming into as a new customer buying Fear Ticket for the first time or high ticketing for the first time, that I can persuade you and encourage you in the right direction on those types of things.
All right, so my next question is, one of the things that's really annoying, and I'm gonna put the camera back on myself because I gotta just say this. I hate it when, for example, I was using Exolo and they raised the price to 6% and they wondered why I was leaving back to Bookio. And I said, well, I'm not giving you 6%. That's crazy, okay? They said, yeah, but we help you get more bookings. I'm like, no, you don't. I'm the one buying the advertisement. I'm the one sending them to the ticketing. There is no ticketing system short of like Ticketmaster or StubHub and things like that that are actually driving any kind of significant business to you. You are driving the customers to the ticketing app, not the other way around. So I don't buy into all that. So when they try to tell me, yes, we charge more, but we help you sell more tickets. No, you don't, because you're not Ticketmaster, okay? So I would always reject that argument. But now I can't reject that argument anymore because, Patty, explain how Fear Ticket can actually, because you use Fear Ticket over another system, how can you utilize its features to make money?
Well, number one, we're just 50 cents per ticket. It's almost like 50 cents per registrant. So it's just 50 cents per ticket for your main haunted house entrance. We have add-on options that are free, absolutely free.
And the box office is free.
And the box office is free, of course.
But I'm talking about like programs and apps within the system that allow you to increase revenue. For example,
like the upgrade?
Like the upgrade feature, for example.
Well, let me finish on the add-ons first. So, for example, out at Creepy World, Larry can sell a ticket into Creepy World. But additionally, he's got some midway games, a 5-minute escape, and maybe an axe throwing game. Those can be add-ons. Maybe he wants to charge for prepaid parking passes that they would scan as they're entering the parking lot. Those are free as well. Maybe he wants to pre-sell a souvenir t-shirt. These are ways to get added revenue. If somebody never comes and reimburses their tickets and never uses their parking pass or whatever, there's no refunds, and that's just free. But on top of it, you don't want them to get down and oh, I didn't realize the 5-minute escape there was a line for that too. Never mind, we won't buy it. They've already bought it, so it's just added revenue stream. But yes, Larry's right. There's another upgrade feature. So we had a customer walking around going to at IAPA with a barcode printed on a T-shirt, and he was so excited to come.
And by the way, tell
us.
him who it was so they can call him.
I don't even know who it was.
It was in Seattle. It's Georgetown Morgue.
Yeah. Deanna?
What's his name? Georgetown Morgue?
Forget the name of that guy.
Are you talking about the Collings? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who?
Maybe Chris calling?
No, not Chris. Stop it. Deanna Collins, right? Anyway, so claims that he put this QR code on a T-shirt and put it on a staff member to walk up and down the lanes, and claims he made hundreds of thousands additional dollars of people seeing the sign on the shirt that says upgrade your tickets now to VIP Pass, and they would scan it and go directly into their account where they can pay the upgraded from the general admission to the VIP, and he claims he made hundreds of thousands of
$300,000 plus.
$300,000.
Now, Patty, by the way, since you are familiar with the haunted house business, if somebody in the line, okay, says, oh, I don't want to wait in this, and they've already bought tickets, what is any haunt that's not using Fear Ticket, what do you have to do?
They're sending them back to the box office, and they don't want to wait in line because they just want to pay the upgrade to get in right away. So then they're cutting them to the front of the line and pissing off the people who are already in line to buy a ticket just to figure out some sort of a way.
But now with Fear Ticket, you can do it.
Ticket, yes. And meanwhile, the cashiers at the box office probably can't even verify that their general admission QR code is even a valid QR code or not. So then it's how do I upgrade this? Like, forget it. They can
so
do
with
it on
Fear
their own.
Ticket,
they scan the QR code.
With Fear Ticket,
an A-frame. It doesn't have to be an employee.
You could do a sign, you could do a T-shirt, you could do whatever.
Yeah.
And with Fear Ticket, your customers don't have to be sent back to the box office. They literally can scan a barcode and immediately upgrade to a speed pass. A lot of people won't do that, if they go, oh, you have to go back to the box office to buy that. So I have to wait in another line to get past the line. But with Fear Ticket, you don't have to do that.
Correct.
Prexa, what are some of the other features that Fear Ticket has that can...
Scott and Deanna.
Scott and Deanna, yeah, that's it. What are some of the other features that Fear Ticket has that helps haunts generate more revenue using the system?
Yeah, actually, that is a custom service fee, and trust me, this with the help of this particular feature only, people are, getting they are generating much more revenue. Like the number of tickets you are selling, based on that, in a multiplication of that, you are on the revenue. So custom service fee. This is the one option. The another option is like insurance, self-insurance. Now trust me, this is also a really good feature where somebody wants to purchase the ticket.
But they buy insurance in case like they can't make it, they can get their money back.
They get money back, yeah. That's
but buying insurance. So
or you can set up your self-insurance however you want. It could just be insurance to where they can schedule it for a different day without.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be above and beyond your no refunds policy. You can put in your description however you want. Maybe it's a self-insurance to where they can get their money back. Maybe it's just a self-insurance to where they can change the date and time with no fees, additional fees added on or something.
Now, Fear Ticket, you told me, Prexit, that over 90% or something like that use Fear Ticket, use no customer support, meaning that the system was so easy to figure out. They were able to log in, set up the ticketing themselves, launch the tickets, change everything on the fly.
John from Eloise did a demo, a month ago, right?
A month ago, right.
Did a demo a month ago, and when they schedule a demo, I get notified, and I was talking to John before the demo. Well, 2 days go by after the demo, and I haven't heard from John, so I want to follow up with him and call him and see how it's going. Well, I didn't know because Prexit hadn't told me, but he had already, after the demo, signed up, logged in, created his event, had already gone live with his event. I'm just calling out of the blue to say, hey, it's been a couple days since I talked to you, and I just wanted to see if you had any follow-up questions. He's like, Patty, I've already set up my events. It was so easy, and I've already actually gone live with them.
And Patty,
yes.
even I was also expecting that he might call us to make it live, but trust me, guys, it's so easy system. You just go there, explore the system. It's do-it-yourself system, and
except for one person, the dumbest person in the industry. That's me. I have to have you set it up for me.
Here, and other people can do that too. I don't want to set up my own event. Can I just email somebody with my logos and my information? Yes, you can email support@fearticket.com anytime, and we can set it up for you. I highly encourage you to dive in and get to know the back-end tools, though, and do it yourself, because it is that easy. And because when you do have something in the middle of the night, for example, Angela Dunn bum rushed me one year at Transworld to say, I am so excited. My power went down in my box office one night. My cashiers are telling my customers I can only take cash. I can't take any credit cards. She's pissing off all the credit card people, and the people are getting upset. And so she was able to no. And she just went out to the lines and say, go buy your ticket. If you're using credit cards, go buy it. FrightKingdom.fearticket.com. Yeah. Half of them went back into the line and
that's
said, okay.
That's
Other
another
half
great
came
thing.
Back up
that's
and
another
said, I don't want to pay the fees. So she was able to log into her back end, click off the fees for that night, and say, try it again. She made everybody happy, and all was well. At the end of the night, she turned her fees back on, done.
And that's a great thing.
You didn't have to call us.
And that's a great thing with Fear Ticket. It's all app-based, so you could literally have 100 scanning phones if you want. You set up the logins. Anybody with an Android or an iPhone can use it. Yeah. So literally, what I always suggest to people is get a phone and actually make it active for your season. Okay. So even if you have Wi-Fi, you still have a data plan, and then you can scan tickets and whatnot. But anyway, I wanted to thank you guys. The battery's almost dead. So you're going to be at Transworld, and you're giving demos.
Booth 925.
And tell me about the free drinks you're having in the booth.
Friday night, we're doing a customer appreciation happy hour, but we would love it for anybody to come take advantage, not just customers, and come say hi to us. And customers, don't just grab your free drink, but stick around and find out about our new features that maybe you're not taking advantage of yet.
There are a whole bunch of features, as I said, that will be available.
And what's your booth number again?
925.
And are you going to be at MHC and EHC?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'll be there as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they want
I
to
don't
take a
know our booth
demo,
number yet.
hey, if they want to take a demo and they're not actually coming to the show,
I encourage people
how do they
now
reach you?
to go to Hytix, HYTIX.com, click the button that says schedule a demo, click your date and time, do it before Transworld. That way when you see us at Transworld in the booth, your follow-up questions, we're ready. You've already done the 30-minute demo and you're ready just to get the follow-up questions out of the way. I really encourage you to do that before Transworld.
Yeah.
If
Now,
possible.
we want to thank Prexit.
Yeah.
You got to know him. He's a real person. He's not a AI. Okay, we learned that today. But he might be AI eventually. We don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have that kind of technology?
Yeah. We have a plan to set up the AI as well. So, but I'm real.
Okay, but he's real, at least for the time being. And then Patty is, you can reach her. How do you reach you, Patty?
You can
By email?
Yeah, you can email me, Patty at hytix.com. Patty, P-A-T-T-I, not Y, at HYTIX.com.
And then you have a Hauntworld one too, in case they can't spell Hytix.
Hauntworldpatty at gmail.com. P-A-T-T-I again, not a Y, I.
Okay. And then Prexit, if they want to reach you, just go to the Fear Ticket website and then just reach you through there, right?
Just call me on the Fear Ticket number.
Support at
support at fearticket.com, and you can directly reach out to me.
There you go. There you have it. Now, I know this video seems shilly, okay, but it's not shilly because every video I've ever tried to make, I'm trying to help haunted house owners make more money, be more successful, not make the same mistakes that I made. If you watch my last video, it was all about mistakes that I made that I wish I could undo. Let me tell you something. All these ticketing companies are buying people free dinners, free drinks, renting Topgolf, and that's not a way to earn your business. You earn your business because you have the best app for the best price, and that's what Fear Ticket is. And somebody recently asked us if we'll buy them a whole group free dinner at Ruth Chris Steakhouse. The answer was no, okay, because they put the money into more features to help your business make more money. And that's what it's all about. I can only tell you that it's a landslide at this point. Haunts are just pouring into Fear Ticket because they all realize I'm selling the mass majority of my tickets now online. And so it's really starting to add up what you're paying or what you're not getting back. There's so many opportunities to make more money. I talked to one guy and he was selling his tickets online through some weird system. It was a booking system, big mistake. And then you had to go to the box office to get the tickets. What's the point of that? And he's got 3 or 4 ticketing sellers. This year, the busiest night at Creepy World, we did almost 5,000 people and we had 1 ticket seller. That's what it's at now. So what you have to do is you've got to maximize your ticketing system so that it makes you more revenue. When you make more revenue, you can buy more props. You can open more attractions. You can expand. So thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at Transworld. Stay tuned to the channel. My next video is gonna be animations or actors, because somebody asked me to do a video. So take care, and we'll see you at the show, and go by the Fear Ticket booth and talk to those guys because they wanna help you and they care. Adios.